Our next segment is a TEDx-style presentation where our young speakers share their ideas that can truly make a difference. Get ready to be inspired by the voices that are young, bold, and full of purpose. Let's welcome our talented speakers to the stage. First, I would like to call Arjun from grade 5 to share his ideas on happiness is homemade.
Good evening, everyone. Have you ever wondered what makes us truly happy? Is it a new toy, a fancy phone, or a trip to some cool place? We all love those things, but real happiness isn't bought in a shop. It's homemade. Happiness is when your mom smiles at you for helping her in the kitchen. It's when your dad gives you a thumbs up for doing your best. It's when your friend shares the last piece of chocolate with you. It's when your teacher says, "I am proud of you." These little moments, they don't cost money, but they fill our hearts. Sometimes we think we need big things to be happy, but happiness often hides in small things. Laughter at the dinner table, family games, hugs after a long day, or simply sitting together and talking. As we grow up, we'll have more things, but what will always matter most is who we have, because things fade, but love stays. So today, let's stop searching for happiness outside and start creating it inside our homes with kindness, gratitude, and love. Remember, happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from feeling more. More love, more care, and more togetherness. Because the truth is, happiness is homemade. Thank you.
That was a thoughtful talk, Arjun. Thank you. Now, let's welcome Jashwantan from grade 7 to say why it's okay to fail.
Good evening, everyone. Let me begin with the truth. We often forget that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Right from our first day at school, we are taught to aim for perfection. Perfect marks, perfect performance, and perfect results. But life doesn't work that way. Life teaches through mistakes. Every failure is not a dead end. It's a new path to discovery. Think of Thomas Edison. When asked about his thousands of failed attempts at creating the light bulb, he said, "I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work." Imagine if we had stopped the first failure, we might still be in the dark. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. It shows you what doesn't work, tests your patience, and strengthens your character. Success teaches us what's possible. Failure teaches us what's necessary. But the hardest part is not failing, it's forgiving yourself when you do. And that's where growth begins. Every time you rise after a fall, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than to your setbacks. So the next time when you stumble, remember, it's okay. It means you tried. It means you are learning. It also means you are alive and moving forward. In the end, success isn't about never falling. It's about rising one more time. Thank you.
That was truly amazing, Jashwantan. Thank you. Up next, we have Akshata Rishel from grade 9 to share her thoughts about the pillar and strength of every family, a mother.
Hello, everyone. Behind every shining success story, there is always one silent figure, a mother. She may not appear in the photographs of victory, but she's always there behind the curtains, holding everything together. Her strength does not come from recognition, it comes from love, a love that sacrifices sleep, so her child can dream. A love that stays calm when the whole world feels chaotic. My mother once told me, "You don't have to be perfect, just keep trying." At that time, it sounded simple, but now I know that one sentence shaped the way I face every challenge. Mothers teach us, not by words, but by example, through their patience, resilience, and their unwavering faith in us. When we fall, they're the first one to lift us up. When we doubt ourselves, they remind us who we are. They believe in our potential long before we see it ourselves. So often, we measure success by awards and achievements. But maybe true success is that turning back, smiling, and saying, "Thank you, Mom. I made it because you never gave up on me. Thank you."
That was really emotional. Thank you, Akshata, for touching our hearts with your heartfelt words. Now, let me welcome Rohit Akashan from Grade 5 to inspire us with his motivational talk on courage to stand alone.
Good evening, everyone. We all love to walk in a crowd. It feels safe, it feels easy, but sometimes life challenges us to see if we have the courage to stand alone. Courage is not about being fearless, it's about standing tall even when your voice shakes. It's about saying no when everyone else says yes. Once in my school, everyone laughed at a student who gave a wrong answer. I wanted to laugh too, but something stopped me. I stood up and said, "At least he tried." For a second, everyone stared at me like I was crazy. But then the laughter stopped. And in that moment, I realized one voice can make a difference. Standing alone doesn't make you feel weak, it makes you a leader. Because every great change in history began with one person brave enough to say, "I will not follow the wrong path." So, if you ever find yourself standing alone for what's right, don't be afraid. That's not loneliness, that's strength. Thank you.
That was truly inspirational, Rohit. Thank you. Next comes Sashtika Vasha from grade 7 to share her memories about lunchtime.
Good evening, everyone. Today, let's open something far more exciting than a mystery novel or a birthday gift. Let's open a Tiffin box. Yes, the humble, steel, sometimes dented, occasionally leaking, always fascinating Tiffin box. That little container of magic that shaped our childhood memories and lunchtime emotions. Do you remember how it all began? When the lunch bell rings, our class changes faster than a superhero movie. Books fly into the bags, and everyone runs to their tiffin boxes like it is a treasure chest. We all sit in a circle, open the lid slowly, and look around like detectives. What did you get today? Show me yours. Can we exchange? Because let's be honest, our food is good, but our friend's food looks even better. There is always that one friend with chapati and paneer or crispy potato fries. Suddenly, people you never talked would become your best friend at 12:30 p.m. by starting the conversation as, "Can I taste your food?" And by the time the bell rings, again the box is empty and friendship is full. But do you know what's really inside a tiffin box? Not just food. It's love made by our parents early in the morning. Each bite says, "I care for you." It is love, care,
and effort packed neatly in a steel box. Even that simple curd rice or lemon rice is a hug from home. So, next time when you open your tiffin box, smile, share a bite, share a laugh, and think of the hands that packed it with love. Because a tiffin box isn't just lunch, it's a box full of memories, friendship, and little bit of home. Thank you. Wow, Shashtika. Now I remember my mom's yummy lunch recipes packed with so much of love. I take this opportunity to thank my mom for her effort. Thank you, Mummy.
Now I like to invite Sarveshwaran from grade 9 to share his experience on a beautiful moment, a day when nature spoke to him.
Good evening, everyone. Have you ever felt like nature was trying to tell you something? Not with words, but with its beauty, its silence, or even with its anger. Well, one fine day, I felt that nature actually spoke to me. It was a bright Sunday morning. I have been spending too much of time indoors, watching TV, playing video games, and scrolling my phone. My mom kept saying, "Go out and get some fresh air." So finally I did. I took a walk to a park near my house. The moment I step outside, I hear the soft rustle of leaves. The wind brushed my face gently, as if saying, "Welcome back." The bird chirped happily. The butterflies danced around the flowers. And even the sun seemed to smile at me. For the first time, I really listened. Then I sat under a big old tree. It stood tall and calm. Its branches moved slowly in the breeze, whispering stories of time. Suddenly, I felt something deep inside, like the tree was saying, "I have been giving shade and air for years, but the people have stopped noticing me. They are too busy with their screens." I realized nature does speak, but only those who listen. Then I looked around and saw a small bird struggling to pick some plastic from the ground. It looked at me as if asking for help. I quickly picked up the trash and threw it in the bin. At that moment, I hear the nature's voice again, now softly saying, "Thank you for listening." At that day, I promised myself I will take care of nature because nature takes care of us every single day. Friends, nature does not need us to save it. It just needs us to respect it, to listen when it speaks to the sound of rain, whisper of trees, or the silence of sunset. So next time when you step outside, pause for a moment, close your eyes, and you may just hear the way nature speaks to you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarveshwaran, for sharing a lovely experience. Up next is a talk we can all relate to. What happens when the Wi-Fi suddenly vanishes? Panic, peace, or chaos? Let's find out while we welcome Purnateja from grade 8.
Good evening, everyone. It was a normal Saturday morning. I sat down with my phone, ready to watch videos, play games, and chat with friends. And suddenly, no internet connection. The Wi-Fi had gone down. At first, I thought, okay, it will be back in 5 minutes. But 5 minutes became 10. 10 became 30, and then my world started to fall apart. I refreshed the router 100 times, prayed to the Wi-Fi gods, even restarted the phone 3 times. Nothing worked. I looked around. My parents were peacefully reading newspapers. My grandparents were watering plants. Even my dog looked calmer than me. That's when it hit me. Maybe my world had become too small. A tiny screen, a tiny signal, and no space for real life. So I stepped outside. The air felt fresh. The birds were singing, and I realized the world didn't end when the Wi-Fi went down. It actually started. Sometimes losing connection with the internet helps us reconnect with life. So that next time your Wi Fi goes down, don't panic. Step out and look up. Because the best connection doesn't need a password. Thank you.
That was true, Purnateja. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. With that, we conclude this segment. Those talks really made us think and reflect. Change begins with courage and creativity. A big round of applause for our young speakers.